So, yeah, contract marriage. Who's here for it and who's not here for it? It's another modern relationship thing that we are now focused on, or it's already happening. So, let's dig in. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Georgiana, and this is the safe space where we talk about life lessons learned from K dramas, Nollywood movies, and Black films. And today we are taking our life lesson from the K drama Love in Contract. The general synopsis says, full of talent and charm, Choi Sung Yoon is the living example of the perfect companion. It is precisely for this reason that instead of finding a husband, she has chosen to exploit her skills as a marriage manager. Came out in 2022 and it stars Park Min Young as Choi Sung Yoon, Ko Kong Pho as Jung Jae Ho, and Kim Jae Young as Kang Hae Jin. And it is funny and also obviously has those K drama moments. So, the main part of it that I'm focusing on today is the contract marriage.
저와 결혼해 주십시오.
And so she marries all these different men for different reasons. They pay her. She sets agreements like, we can't do this, we can't hold hands, or I don't see you on Sundays, or something like that. I only see you for when it's needed, or something. And she literally marries them. Like, they actually have marriages, and then she divorces them at the end of their contract. So it's like a really big thing. And so it got me to thinking, like, is that something I would do as far as like marrying someone? Because essentially they're showing up pretending that they're married, but they're not married in all the ways that matters, like living with each other or being intimate with each other. They're not doing any of that. It's just on paper and it's just to show up when they need her essentially, and that's what it is. So is that something you would do, a marriage contract? I was looking at it and I was looking at it from a deeper or taking it deeper or further, right? Like two people get together and they decide that they want to get married, but it's for business purposes because you being with me helps my brand and I'm going to use you for that essentially. So we're going to sign this contract saying we'll be married for a year, and it helps our narrative saying that we're married. Or, it's just that, she has money and she needs a man, and it's like, yeah, I'll marry you, and, we'll be married for 2 years, 3 years, however long. But you'll be the guy that I'll take with me everywhere and, hang out and all of that. And to me, it's like, it reduces the institution of marriage. Like, my goodness, we've just turned marriage into a joke. Like, it doesn't matter. And it's like, if it doesn't work, we get divorced, right? It wasn't made for that. Yes, there are instances where divorce is required, where there's abuse, where it's just toxic. Yes, I get that. But when we do stuff like this, when in the end you know that divorce is the end, then to me it just absolutely reduces the institution of marriage to just a business transaction, which it is not. And it strips away the emotional depth and the intimacy of building a life with someone. And it's just our society taking it lightly, like it doesn't mean anything. And it's because of that narrative of divorce, of, oh, everybody's getting divorced, like marriage is this. Marriage is not easy. But we are a generation where we want everything fast. I mean, TikTok, you can put something on there and it just blows up. Or, everything we need is at the tip of our finger. And there's like nothing. We don't have to think about consequences. We don't have to think about what this looks like down the line or how it affects our children or, stuff like that. We do not think about that. We just think about right now, this moment, right? And so we've diminished the meaning of marriage and what it means. And I'm not married. I've never been married. But I know that being in a relationship already, like just being a boyfriend and girlfriend, how challenging it is. Just being a daughter, how challenging it is. Just being a friend, how challenging it is. Every relationship is harder, right? Like it gets harder as you work towards it, as you're intentional about it. And so, yes, when you are intentional about your marriage, I'm sure it'll get challenging. But to actually do this just for business purposes, it's not for me. I couldn't do it. I don't know about y'all. Like, let me know your thoughts. Is it to combat loneliness? But how are you combating loneliness? Right? When you are doing this for a year and then you're done and then you divorce one another and it's the end. How is that combating loneliness? How is it that you have turned this into something that is not worth it, that is just on paper, essentially?
그냥 갑자기 궁금해서. 지호 씨 직업은 뭐예요?
갑자기 그건 왜?
제가 생각해보니까 지호 씨에 대해서 모르는 게 너무 많더라고요.
뭐 흔한 직업은 아닙니다.
While I understand that there are some pros to doing a marriage contract, I believe for me that this ain't it. I'm not gonna do a marriage contract because I want to have sex with my husband anytime, any place. I want access to my husband anytime, any place, okay? And then I need intimacy. I'm sorry, like I'm someone that I'll get deep. Like I get when people see me, for some reason they open up to me, and I'm not a judgy person, and so people feel comfortable with me, and I'm gonna say that. And when people do get comfortable with me and I ask deep questions, they open up to me. And that's because I am someone that I'm very much on the intimacy part of listening, of connecting, of engaging with people and like really getting deep with people and not being on the surface, okay? And so I need that with my husband. I need to build that emotional connection with my husband. And then thirdly, I want to build a family under a marriage umbrella. Like to me, it's that simple. Bible says, and the man findeth the wife, like he finds favor in the eyes of God. I want that covering of favor, and I can only have that via marriage. And so you might believe that there are other pros because it's the modern day relationship hype, right? And so you might believe that. But for me, this is what I believe and why marriage is essential for me as opposed to a marriage contract, just a business transaction. So let's chat in the comments. Is this something you would do? Like, what appeals to you in a marriage contract? Like, is it not a business transaction? Do I have it all wrong? Let me know in the comments below. But before I leave you, let's get into our encouragement for the day. And today's encouragement is coming to you from Isaiah 45, verse 3. And it says, and I will give you treasures hidden in the darkness, secret riches. I will do this so you may know that I am the Lord, the God of Israel, the one who calls you by name. And so I want you to be encouraged. I don't know what you're going through, if it's financial, if it's relational, whatever challenges you're facing. Know that God has the power to give you whatever it is, because he's getting treasures from the hidden dark places just to give to you. And he's doing this so that his name will be glorified. So don't give up on God. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your relationship. Don't give up on your finances. Don't give up on that business. Don't give up on your studies. Don't give up on your career. Don't give up. God is still there. He is working it out, and it is all for his glory. And it might be challenging, but you know what? You have a great story to tell. Like, I've been watching what is it, the Dear Future Wifey, and how, you know, people come together and all of it. And it's just crazy how these people meet one another, right? And it's not through online dating, you know, it's just how God orchestrates it. So everything may look hard and challenging, and the narrative in the world might be so toxic and disheartening and hopeless. But I want you to know that God has not forgotten you, and he's doing everything he can to give you the best. There is no length he would not go to give you what you want. And he's already done it, because he gave his son on the cross for your sins. All right, that is it for me today. I do want to hear from you, so go ahead and put it in the comments below. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, please take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others, y'all. Bye.